somehow, but it isn't. All right, want to bring on Jackie Giles at this point. How much time do we have? I want Jackie to come on because very interesting story about something that Jackie found in the streets of Saskatoon. Jackie, thanks for being here this morning.
Hi there, how are you?
Fine, thank you. So tell me your story.
Actually, it was my dad that found it, but he gave it to me a couple of weeks ago to see if I could find who this is. It's a Carnegie Hero Fund medal that was given to a James McCady back in 1974, given to a Kenneth Bishop back in 1974 for rescuing James McCady. And I'd really like to find Ken and give him back his medal, because obviously it's something that, you don't just throw away.
All right, so I'm just hearing about this literally for the first time this morning. So your dad found, where did he find the medal?
He just said on the streets of Saskatoon. He said people were just kicking it around.
And did it have a ribbon on it?
No, nothing. It's about the size of the palm of your hand. It's solid bronze. It's fairly heavy. And people were just kicking it around on the street.
So you picked it up and you noticed that this is a Carnegie Foundation medal for heroism.
Yeah, and he brought it home, he gave it to me, and he said, here, look on the internet and see if you can figure out what this is.
Mm-hmm. And what have you been able to find out so far?
I found the story in the Carnegie Hero Fund website that describes exactly what Kenneth did to rescue James McCady. He pulled him out of a burning wreck. I think it was just outside of Vegreville. And Kenneth was originally from Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Lloydminster. And I really don't know how I would go about finding him.
Have you contacted police with this?
No, I did not. I suppose I should have done that. I contacted the Hero Fund themselves, and they called me from Pennsylvania and said that they're going to work on it. But in 2 weeks, they haven't been able to find him either.
It's my first impression would be that it must have been stolen from somebody's house, and maybe somebody thought this has no value, so they tossed it aside. But then there could be any number of stories attached to this. So you've been trying to find Kenneth Bishop or family members and get in touch with them and say, we have your medal.
Yeah, I haven't really tried. I've been looking for phone numbers and stuff, and I haven't really found anything.
All right, so
and there's so many Kenneth Bishops, I don't know where to even start calling.
All right, well, listen, so at 9:54 on Monday morning, people across Saskatchewan and beyond are hearing this. Does anybody know where Kenneth Bishop is, the same Kenneth Bishop who received a medal from the Carnegie Foundation for Heroism back in 1974
and he was 28 at the time.
Pardon me?
He was 28 at the time.
And he was 28 at the time.
He's in his 60s now.
Yeah. So Jackie Giles is looking for Kenneth Bishop or family members of Kenneth. Do you want to give your phone number on the air, or just have them contact us at the station?
I can give my phone number.
All right.
It's 306-383-2609.
Okay, 383-2609.
Yeah.
If anybody knows anything about Kenneth Bishop and where he might be, and you say the Carnegie Foundation is working on this as well, Jackie?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Have they ever had this happen? They must have had this happen before where a medal goes missing?
When I told him I had it, he was very surprised and shocked that I had it.
Yeah.
So...
Well, listen, Jackie, will you stay in touch with us? If you get an answer on this, will you come back and let us know?
Yes.
All right. We'd like to know how this turns out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So Jackie Giles, Saskatoon woman, her dad found this medal. People are kicking it around on the street, and he picks it up to see what it is. And it's a medal from the Carnegie Foundation for Heroism, awarded to one Kenneth Bishop in 1974 for pulling a fellow named James McCady out of a burning wreck around Vegreville. Now, I think contacting the police might be a good move as well. She's contacted the Carnegie Foundation. She'd like to know if anybody listening can help her out. Can we get this medal back to Kenneth Bishop? You can phone Jackie, and you can phone us as well. Phone lines are always open, 1-877-332-TALK, 1-877-332-8255. Walter in Saskatoon been waiting patiently. One of the questions on open phones is Americans say 332-TALK, 1-877-332-8255. All right, we don't want to change gears, to use a bicycling term for just a moment. What was it, about an hour ago? I think it was about an hour ago. Brought Jackie Giles on. And Jackie told the story of her dad found a medal. I think it was in downtown Saskatoon. And people were more or less kicking it along the sidewalk. He picked it up, and it was a medal for heroism from the Carnegie Foundation. And she put out a plea on the airways for somebody to help her find the person it had been awarded to, a man by the name of Kenneth Bishop. So it's been almost exactly an hour, and Jackie's back. What have you found out in the last hour, Jackie?
I found him. He's in Moose Jaw. I talked to him on the phone. My phone was actually ringing off the hook. Somebody gave him my number, and I'm going to actually meet him on Saturday with it and give it back to him.
Wow, that was fast.
Yes, it was very fast.
Okay, so tell me about the conversation you had with him.
He was really happy that we found it and we got it back, and I guess it was stolen back in August. So who knows where it's been since then?
Like somebody broke into his house, or?
We didn't get that far. I'm not sure. So it was the city police actually called me too. They were listening on the radio too. Mm-hmm. It called me, and they were the ones that told me it was stolen in August.
Okay, so they're able to do a quick search. So
yeah.
So you and Kenneth have touched base.
Yeah.
He must have been pretty happy, I'm sure, to know that it's been found.
Yeah, it sounds like he had a bunch of stuff stolen. He was looking for a Cross of Valor too, but I don't have that, unfortunately.
Okay, well, maybe somebody out there knows something with that. I mean, if the lowlife who stole the stuff was tossing things that he couldn't hawk in the sidewalk, maybe somebody found the Medal of Valor. So whereabouts exactly did your dad find this again?
Honestly, I don't really know.
But anyway, you're somewhere in Saskatoon, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to get together with Kenneth when this weekend?
Yeah, on Saturday.
And is he coming to see you? You're going to see him?
We're actually thinking about meeting in Watrous.
Sort of halfway.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well,
he's going to call the police and tell them that we're going to get this straightened out. So.
Excellent. You must be looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Is your dad going to go with you as well?
Maybe if he's home. He drives truck too, actually. So.
All right. Well, great ending to the story. Glad it took only an hour to square this one away. And tell you what, Jackie, we want to talk to you afterwards too. We want to find out how this all finishes up. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Jackie Giles, Saskatoon. It took about an hour. And Jackie put out the plea on the airwaves. Did anybody know how to reach this Kenneth Bishop? And yes, they did. Actually, Saskatoon police were listening. They phoned her. They knew. And Kenneth is going to get back his medal, heroism medal, from the Carnegie Foundation this Saturday. If only we could solve everything that easily. Maybe we can. The power of radio. All right, it is... how much time?